Hello, Sip and Talkers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are tuning in.
Welcome back.
If you are feeling just a little bit sluggish today, you are not alone. We are deep in that post-Lunar New Year haze.
A food coma is real.
Oh, it's so real. I'm pretty sure there's a container of leftover Buddha jumps over the wall in my fridge that is about to achieve sentience.
Huh. Well, I don't want to be the one to, throw a wet blanket on the festivities.
But you're going to. I can hear it in your voice.
But as the show's calm, rational brain, I have to point out that those 5-day-old leftovers are basically a science experiment at this point.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And it's not just the leftovers. It's the memes, the elderly graphics, I call them. The ones that spread faster than red envelopes, all saying this food will give you cancer.
Oh, I know the ones.
So today, we're going to do a hardcore debunking of these cancer myths. And we're going to answer the ultimate question. Is there really a superfood that can make us immortal?
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with the one that personally attacks me every weekend. Bacon.
Ah, the breakfast champion.
I read that processed meat is a group 1 carcinogen. And then in the same article, it said plutonium and cigarettes are also group 1. So is my slice of bacon the same as smoking a cigarette? Should I just be eating grass?
Okay, this is probably the single biggest misunderstanding of these classifications.
It sounds pretty clear-cut to me. Group 1 sounds like DEFCON 1.
Right, but when the IRRC, that's the International Agency for Research on Cancer, classifies something, they aren't rating how potent a carcinogen is.
They're not.
No, they're rating the strength of the evidence. It's a confidence rating.
Okay, explain that like I'm 5.
Think about sunlight. The sun is also a group 1 carcinogen. We have rock-solid, 100% certain evidence that UV rays from the sun cause skin cancer.
Right.
Does that mean stepping outside to get your mail is as dangerous as handling plutonium?
No, of course not. That's a really good point, actually.
It's the difference between hazard and risk. The hazard is, can this thing cause cancer? For bacon in the sun, the answer is yes. The evidence is group 1 certain. But the risk is, what are the odds it will happen to me? And that's where the scale is wildly different.
Okay, so what are the odds? I need numbers. How much does eating bacon increase my risk?
So the big study in the Lancet Oncology found that eating 50 grams of processed meat a day, that's about 2 slices of bacon or 1 hot dog every single day.
Every day. Got it.
It increases your risk of colorectal cancer by about 18%.
Whoa. 18%. That sounds huge.
It does, but that's a relative risk. So let's do the math. Your baseline lifetime risk for colorectal cancer is, say, about 5%.
Okay, 5 in 100.
An 18% increase on that number doesn't bring you to 23%. It brings you from 5% to maybe 6%.
Oh.
It moves the needle a little bit, but it's not the massive leap, it sounds like. Smoking, by contrast, can increase your lung cancer risk by, 2,500%.
Okay, wow. So smoking is a nuclear bomb. Bacon is a firecracker.
That's a perfect analogy. The takeaway is moderation, not panic. Enjoy your bacon on Sunday. Just maybe don't have it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Deal. Okay, let's move on to the machine I use to heat up my leftovers. The microwave.
The kitchen villain.
The myth is that it shoots radiation into your food, mutates your DNA, and basically turns your lunch into a bioweapon.
This is a zombie myth. It just will not die. And we need 30 seconds of high school physics here.
Uh-oh. Keep it simple.
Super simple. There's 2 kinds of radiation. There's ionizing, that's the bad stuff, like X-rays and UV rays. It's high energy, it can knock electrons off atoms and damage DNA.
A bullet.
Exactly. Then there's non-ionizing, that's low energy stuff, like radio waves and microwaves. It's not a bullet, it's more like a little shove.
A shove.
All it does is make the water molecules in your food vibrate really, really fast. That vibration creates friction, and friction creates heat. That's it.
So when the microwave beeps, the shoving stops, there's no radiation left.
The shoving stops. The waves are gone. Your food is not radioactive.
But wait, what about the plastic container thing? I see that everywhere. Don't microwave plastic. Is that part of the myth?
Now that is where the real danger is. It's not the machine, it's the container.
Okay.
A lot of plastics, especially ones not designed for it, contain chemicals like BPA or phthalates. They're called plasticizers. They make the plastic soft and flexible.
And the heat makes them leak out.
Precisely. The heat can cause those chemicals to migrate from the plastic into your food, especially fatty or oily foods. And those chemicals can be endocrine disruptors.
So they mess with your hormones.
Yes. So the advice is solid. If you can, use glass or ceramic. They're inert. But if you have to use plastic, make sure it has that microwave-safe label.
The little icon with the squiggly lines?
That's the one. It means the plastic won't melt or warp, and it's much less likely to leach chemicals. But honestly, glass is class. Just switch to glass.
I can do that.
Okay.
Next up, the fuel that powers this show. Coffee. Specifically instant coffee? Is it a death warrant? I heard it's full of chemicals.
They're probably talking about acrylamide.
Acrylamide. That sounds industrial.
It does, but you've been eating it your whole life. You know when you toast bread and it gets brown and delicious?
The Maillard reaction. I'm not a total slob. I watch cooking shows.
Gold stars. Well, acrylamide is a natural byproduct of that reaction. It forms when you heat starchy foods to high temperatures. It's in your French fries, your potato chips, your cookies, and yes, your coffee.
So why does instant coffee get such a bad rap?
Because the process to make it, roasting the beans, then drying them into a powder, is pretty intense. So it ends up with maybe 2 to 3 times more acrylamide than regular brewed coffee.
So it is worse.
Well, hold on. Double a tiny number is still a tiny number.
Right.
The amount you're getting is minuscule. To get to the levels that caused issues in lab animals, you'd have to drink so much coffee you would literally explode first.
So several bathtubs full.
At least. And here's the kicker. The World Cancer Research Fund looked at all the data and found that coffee, including instant, is actually linked to a lower risk of certain cancers, like liver and endometrial cancer.
You're kidding. So I'm worried about this tiny chemical, but the coffee itself might be helping me.
Exactly. The real risk in your coffee cup isn't the acrylamide. It's the 3 spoons of sugar and the mystery ingredient creamer you're stirring into it.
Okay. You don't have to attack my life choices.
I'm just saying. The sugar leads to obesity, and obesity is a massive, proven cancer risk. We fixate on the invisible chemical and ignore the obvious.
Point taken. That's a perfect transition. Let's do a rapid-fire myth-busting round. I'll throw them, you knock them down.
Let's do it.
Myth 1. Sugar feeds cancer. You have to starve the tumor by eating 0 sugar.
Myth? I mean, it's more nuanced than that. All your cells, healthy or not, use glucose for energy. You can't starve the cancer without starving yourself. The real link is indirect. Too much sugar leads to obesity and high insulin levels, which can encourage cancer growth.
So cut sugar to manage your weight, not to starve a tumor.
Exactly.
Okay. Artificial sweeteners. Aspartame. Is my diet soda poison?
The IRRC calls it a group 2B, possibly carcinogenic, but the dose makes the poison. You'd need to drink something like 9 to 14 cans a day every day to reach a level of concern.
14 cans. Got it. Next up, 5G, Wi-Fi, my phone in my pocket. Am I being cooked?
Non-ionizing radiation. We've had phones for decades now. If they cause brain tumors, we'd see a huge spike in the data. We don't. The rates are flat.
What about burnt food? That charred on a barbecue?
That one has a little truth to it. Charring meat creates compounds called HCAs and PAHs that can be damaging. So yeah, don't eat straight charcoal every night, but an occasional BBQ is fine.
Okay, last one. And this is the big one for me. Superfoods.
Ah, yes.
Can I eat a pound of blueberries to offset the fried chicken I had last night? I call it the health offset coupon theory.
I love that name for it because that's exactly the psychology. We want to do a transaction. I was bad, so now I will eat this magic kale salad to be good.
So you're saying my coupon is invalid?
I'm saying the whole concept of a superfood is a marketing term, not a scientific one.
But what about all the antioxidants in blueberries? Or, reishi mushrooms and sea moss, all that stuff on social media.
Look, blueberries are great for you. They have vitamins and fiber, but they aren't a magic bullet. And some of that stuff, like sea moss, is pure hype. You can get iodine poisoning from taking too much.
So there's no magic bullet?
The magic is not in a single food. It's in diversity.
Diversity? What do you mean?
There's a big push in nutrition science right now towards a simple goal. Try to eat 30 different types of plants every week.
30. I'm lucky if I get 3. Potato, corn, and MEA. Is wine a plant?
Grapes are a plant, but it's easier than it sounds. It includes vegetables, fruits, legumes, grains, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices.
Oh, so if I have a curry with 5 spices, that's 5 points.
That's 5 points. The idea is to feed your gut microbiome. Different bacteria in your gut like to eat different types of fiber. If you only eat kale, you're only feeding one team. If you eat the rainbow, you're building a diverse, resilient gut community.
So a buffet is better than a huge plate of just one thing.
A buffet is the absolute goal. Stop searching for one hero and start building a team.
I like that. So if we cut through all the noise, the bacon panic, the microwave myths.
Yeah.
What should we actually be worried about?
This is the boring part, which is why it doesn't go viral.
Huh.
We are terrible at assessing risk. We worry about the invisible things like wifey, but ignore the big, obvious ones.
Okay, give us the list, the real killers.
Number one, and it's not even close, is smoking. It's still responsible for over 1/5 of all cancer deaths worldwide. If you smoke, quitting is the single most impactful thing you can do.
More than eating 30 plants.
By a factor of 1,000. Number two is alcohol. Even moderate drinking increases the risk for several cancers.
I knew you were going to say that.
Sorry. Then obesity, which is linked to 13 different types of cancer, and then things we have direct control over, like sun exposure wear, sunscreen, and viruses like HPV, which we can vaccinate against.
It's just so ironic. We'll spend hours researching if our water is alkaline enough, but then sit in the sun for an hour with no hat on.
It's human nature. We want the villain to be some external force, a corporation, or a chemical. It's much harder to accept that our own daily habits are the main drivers.
That is a very heavy thought. So to bring it full circle, should I throw out the leftover soup?
Well, if it smells weird, yes. Food poisoning is not fun. But not because of cancer. If it's fresh, heat it up in a glass container and enjoy it.
And maybe add some lentils and spinach to it to boost my plant count for the week?
Now you're getting it.
I feel like I can finally go to the grocery store without having an anxiety attack. This was so helpful.
That's the whole point. Science isn't here to ruin your fun. It's here to give you confidence so you can enjoy your life.
Speaking of enjoying life, I have to give a quick shout out to our old friend Mickey. His travel videos are my new happy place.
Oh, yeah. Mickey's channel is great. Mickey to life.
Yeah,
right?
Mickey to life on YouTube. And it's just pure bliss. If you need a mental break from all this science talk, go watch it.
It's like a visual superfood.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right, Sip&Talkers, that is our time. Thank you so much for tuning in. And just the usual quick reminder, we are not doctors.
Please see a real one for medical advice.
Go eat a vegetable, put on some sunscreen, and for the love of God, stop believing those neon yellow memes. We'll catch you in the next episode.
See you next time.